Welcome back to Kilwa. Oh, I got some rebels popping up. Welcome back to Kilwa as we prepare for a few cleanup wars. We have a nation right here, Songhai, that needs to be eliminated. Our merchants visit Persia. Thank you for all that cash. Let's eliminate them. Use our armies that are in position to take care of them. It's also good because it's going to, haha, Ulo looks like they're going to get the short end of that stick. And clean up some of this while we wait. I've been improving relations with France so we can restore the relationship with them. We have annulled treaties for a little bit longer from that last war, so I can't do it yet. But very soon we will be able to. Very soon we will be able to remove the last, get France back on our side, which will allow us to two-front war them and also at least distract them. Because hopefully they will siege, full siege France, and then peace France out. We'll just let that sit. One thing I know we need to do to strengthen our armies, I have sent armies over here to get ready for a war against Adal. Hopefully. Adal is fairly large. I don't want to underestimate them. No, we will not be granting access. Thank you. We can take admin efficiency and dev costs. That will be useful. Here we go. Yeah, we'll just pay a little diplo power. Our leader is now patron of the arts, giving idea and tech costs. That would have been useful a little while ago. Go off of our admin focus, I think, for now. We're not imminently going to take a new policy, so let's just unselect our focus so we're more balanced. There is a revolt in Kong, which is conveniently located. Looks like my vassal's actually going to stomp them before it even becomes real. Offering me to improve Chanchan Citadel, but I don't think that's actually helpful to us. There we go. Siege of Futajalon is over. Let's go get rid of this army. They're at war with Albania, Ragusa, Lithuania, Poland, Portugal, blah, 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 blah. Sure, Ottomans, you are welcome to come to our land, so I'm not sure how that will help you in your current war. With Poland, Lithuania, basically, and Portugal. Gain Millpow or Army Tradition. I think Army Tradition. We got plenty of Millpower, so let's take Army Tradition. And then I think what we should do is hire 2 new generals. That is a good general. There we go. We got a few really good generals. Alright, I think this war is over. So, let's give Air what they have claims on. They've done a good job, they deserve a little something. And then I'll take the rest. Assuming I can do so. Nope, not quite. So I think Fulo has some claims. I think that will lower the war score cost. So if we transfer some of this to Fulo... Let's see, can I do it now? 97... See if I give it to Fulo. This one, Fulo also has a claim on. Let's see if we can do it now. No, it makes no difference, apparently, so we will not give anything to Fulo. Kilwa. Kilwa. We'll leave them, I guess, with this one little province. Kilwa. Alright. This province is got ivory in it, so it is better than... That would leave them with just Segu, which is just a grain province, so we'll do that. There we go. And we will take that. Thank you. Almost cleaned them out. Pour all that, or as much of it as we can. Let us put in charge. Let's march this gentleman back over here. Meanwhile, we'll send this army over here to help support that war. Adal is allied with Yemen and Persia, so it would be good to break them off. Portugal. If I were to attack you, Spain is still willing to come in, so that's not gonna work. Persia, old buddy, old pal. Can I ask you... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I really did not want to come into this. Well, this is an interesting war in that it's going to allow us to get to war with Portugal without having to be at war with Spain, which actually is a line I hadn't considered of whether there's some ally that I can attack just to get at them. So this is going to draw me into a war that is mostly not going to be relevant. Like, up here, they can't get to me. So actually, this might work out really well. But before we do that, let's mark... Looks like Sunda managed to not get vassalized. They're still at war with Spain, but they're not at war with Portugal. So I think what we need to do before this war is we need to go into our own... Oop, come on now. We need to go into our own diplomat... Oop, there we go. And say, we want that, that. We also want that, and that. That's what we really, really want. Because I think the rest of this... yeah, is all ours. So hopefully that will trigger them to give me the things I want. I guess we also should tell them that we want all of this. Just in case they want to give me something. There we go. Okay. So, now we need to sort of rejigger our plans here. Let's put the mega generals in charge and send them north. I assume we have access here, do we? Can we march here? No, we do not. Okay. Then we will instead march to the coast. Put the best generals in charge. I think this one. I think we'd rather have the siege one, personally. Take him. Alright. I think the other thing we should do is get some better generals, because some of these are of questionable utility, like this one. Not a useful general. Now let's get rid of that one. Gonna roll some better ones here. So that the ones going into combat are the best ones. 3-star general. Let's actually just come up here to the coast. There's no need to come all the way down. The other thing we should do is reinforce these army groups. Because one of the flaws in the old war is that we did not have enough troops. So let's add we will accept. We will come into this war. Arabanda. Okay, whatever. Alright, now, these armies, which are totally out of position. Put the best guys in charge. These armies are totally out of position and need to march back to the coast. Let's get this float moving. Pop out to protect. The Portuguese are there. Put a general. Just cross. I think that's their only colony over here. Let's just cross and we'll siege that easy. So, sorry, it's a little bit of a scramble there as we attempt to reposition ourselves. Monument. Cool, we get a bunch of monarch points. Alright, this army is now a 30-24, so it's better than it was. Technically, this army also needs reinforcing, because it is only a 25, so it needs another 5. This is not the ideal time for us to enter this conflict. We're not fully equipped for it. But we will engage. Spanish Canada. Ah, yes, old Spanish Canada. Of course, now they have gotten military access. Let's go up with the boats. This army we are going to send north, since it's already in position. The Ottomans sure know how to pick them a fight. Let's get this army here. That should easily get that one. Core some of this. We're gonna have to come rescue Spain, I think. Let's land onto the adjacent province, so that hopefully then we can walk in. Okay, whatever, thanks. Got these two armies beelining their way out to us. Revolts, of course. Luckily, we have an army that can help with that. I think a vassal will handle it, actually. Those are two pretty large... Oh, we've lost an admiral somewhere. This one should definitely have an admiral, so we'll come into a port here in a moment. There we go. Looks like we have a partial blockade on them here. Let's come down here to fetch another army. They have surrendered that one. Let's bring the fleet in for a moment so we can assign an admiral. Ah, we don't have enough Diplo power. Well, I guess you're going to be the admiral then. We should engage this. While we have the fleet in position, let us barrage. Let's get in there. There we go. That battle is over. So, yep, as expected, a vassal has handled that. This fleet should be set to go home at war. Oops. General is down. It is, of course... Oh, and our admiral is dead. Wow, we have not had a good run there of... Why are we losing so much Diplo power? Alright, let's walk off of this for a moment. Let's leave that be, thank you. We will immediately recruit a new general. Take advantage of our ridiculous army tradition right now. We should be... Let's merge. And we're going to pull out and use our siege ability here. Army is acting like it would like to fight me. Or maybe it's just running away from the much larger stack right next to it. There we go. Let's attach. And bring another fleet around. I think it's clear. They have fled. Don't know that we actually want to engage that in the mountains, but we will kind of maneuver next to them. We will take that Diplo power. Missionaries gotten there before me, okay. Florida is preparing to attack New Denmark. Exciting. Alright, where's the rest of the fleet? Coming around, I think. Let's march you off of that, thank you. We definitely need more Diplo power. They're a better person that is upgradable. Like everyone they're giving me is not of my accepted culture. Let's fire a few people. Let's fire a few people and see if we can get an advisor that we can upgrade to level 5. We have so much money, there's no reason not to. Hi. Let's grab the barks and we'll send them back for the last army rather than have them march through the whole of the center of the continent. The whole of the big chunk of the Portuguese army just sitting around here. Army able to move here. There we go, we've sieged that down. Nope, can't go that way yet. We can take the next technology, but it's very early and I don't know that we really need it yet. I think I'd rather just keep rolling generals. appears to be the end of the fleet, and their one colony over there. Alright, come on now, this is getting ridiculous. Looks like Portugal is destroying France. Just sort of ridiculous. That Portugal is so much, because Portugal is so much smaller than France. Alright, take this down. He offered me an advisor of my culture now. Oh my gosh, this siege is going to go to like the very end. How are there hostile forces down here? They've walked all the way around. You've got to be kidding me. Well, at least we have an army over here to deal with this, so we'll send this one up north rather than bringing it back. Alright, come on. End this siege. We're just stuck infinitely on this siege. What tech are they on? We need to know. They're on 23. We're also on 23. There we go. Now we can take them out here. Let's eliminate this army. That's the end of that one. Now, oh, I think we have straight crossing. Yeah, we do. Let's come in with the rest of the troops now. And start sieging down Portugal proper. Air is over. Excellent. Cleared that pretty easily. Ugh, now they're over here. It's like whack-a-mole with the AI. Let's blow up Evora. Like they might not have upgraded that fort like they should have. Too many cowards. I really would like that not to happen. Thank you. Go around. And that's 2 siege, not awful. Overzealous Quadi. Wow, that was quick. Thank you. They have popped out with their admiral when I have no admiral. That is not ideal. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait, this is not good. We need to have an admiral. We cannot not have an admiral. We're gonna take lots of damage if we don't have an admiral, and we need to get one by hiring someone who is actually of our culture. This guy. So that we can upgrade him several times. There we go. Now we should be able to get enough to hire an admiral. Because yeah, we definitely do not want to be engaging when we don't have an admiral. get these guys onto their locations for the sieges. Alright, now we can recruit Admiral. Thank you. That's better. Oh, hold up. We need to repair before we do that. Well, we can repair in coastal sea zones. Let's come down here and see if we can deal with this army. How are they able to walk over Avora? This is grassland, so it should be a favorable engagement for us. Siege of Bagena. Alright, we've cleared that. Alright, we should be able to get them there. How's the rest of this war going? Seems like the Ottomans are just struggling to siege down Albania. Well, we are certainly doing our part here. See how this battle goes. I think we're winning this battle with Portugal. Excellent. That is over. We've got them this time. Last time it was a much rougher battle when we were fighting Portugal, but this time I think we have got them. Anyways, we'll pause here because I think this is going to be a long war, and I'll see you in the next session.